Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits. We are here with a new look for Season 2, Episode 1, and I am so excited to be bringing this episode to you. We have some amazing guests here with me in Montreal. Not actually with me, but same city. Anyway, it's fine. We have the wonderful Marianne Mandrusiak. Hello, Marianne.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being on. And coming to us from Toronto, we have Mike Carrozza. Hello, Mike.
Hi, friends. I'm excited. Let's show off our wits that battle.
Yes. Have you sharpened your wits? Ready
I'm
for
gonna
battle?
get competitive, and I'm sorry to everybody.
It's totally fine. I don't think I'd be able to be on the show as a contestant because I would get competitive. So it's all right. And also in Toronto, we have the hilarious Brandon Ash-Mohammed. Hello, Brandon.
What's up, bitches? Let's fight.
Oh, I like this energy. This is
I'm
great.
scared now. You're all
Here
going
it
to expose
comes.
me as a simpleton.
We fight.
We fighting. He says we're fighting. Okay.
This is going to be so good. Let's get ready for round 1, the warm-up round. Now it is time for the warm-up round. In this round, I will ask you some interesting trivia questions, and you will give me your best answers. And points go to whoever's answer is closest or whoever's answer I like the best. It depends on my mood. So
Okay.
charm me.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I can try.
And I will call on you in the order that I want you to answer. So just wait. Okay. So first one. Like fingerprints, everyone has a unique print on this part of their body. Marianne, since you're next to me on the screen, you can answer first.
Yeah, I'm stoked because I actually know this one. It's the inside of your eyelid.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Tough to pick.
Yeah,
Tough to
I'm
get that
looking
info.
now. I'm looking now. Okay, I can kind of see it. All right, very good answer. Have you ever had to have your eyelid prints done, Marianne?
A couple times. Yeah.
Yeah. You're against the law.
You get used to it. It's
Feels like a massage after a while.
a little bit. Better than a COVID test.
Yeah. Mike, what is your
Not
answer?
bad. My answer, your taste bud map on your tongue. No tongue is the same.
Very
And
good.
that is science. You can look it up. Google.
Okay, so does that mean that our tongues all taste things differently?
Probably. I wonder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's my guess as well. Like, I haven't done much reading on the subject, but I do know that while every tongue's got similar layouts in terms of the receptors, the actual layout of each bud and like what it looks like, that's a different situation.
Okay, very good.
Mhm.
And Brandon, what is your answer?
My answer is your fat ass. The fatter the ass, the more unique the princess.
Okay, very good.
That's what my doctor
All
told
very
me.
good answers. Mike, you were actually correct, Mike. You had the right
Whoa.
answer.
That's
Yeah.
How did you know this? Did you
calling
get
the police, honestly.
yeah.
Call the police, Brandon. Have them come take my ass print.
Ooh.
Well, look, they should. I mean, if you're gonna, I'm like John Doe in 7, and that's why I have no ass. Is that I keep shaving it off because this guy's got no ass. I'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah, you've been around me a lot. You haven't checked out my non-butt,
Oh
the
no.
lack of butt on this body.
Next time
Nah,
I
you're
see you, I'm
distracted
gonna
by
have
the
to be like,
cheeks. Yeah, take a look. You got it. It's up to you. But frankly, I just knew this. I don't remember when I learned it, but I knew.
Yeah.
From long ago, doing some research on a bit or something, or somebody's like, you like trivia? Did you know this? And I'll be like, yeah, this is where I learned it. So
Nice.
Well
sometime
done.
at some point.
Well
Does that
done.
mean that Brandon gets the point because his answer was charming?
No, you were right. They were all charming
okay.
answers, but you were correct. So I'm giving it to you on this one.
Okay, I'll take it.
The rules change as the show
I'm
goes.
I
being
should have
robbed.
studied harder. I didn't
I was
know.
robbed.
I usually don't expect people to get the answers right, so I'm like in this round, I'm impressed when people actually get it. So
Oh, okay. Well,
we'll
I've
see.
got a lot of useless info in here.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna answer right now.
Okay.
I'm a very fickle judge, so we'll see. Question number 2, Mike. We'll start with you on this one. 1 in every 20 people has an extra one of these.
Extra one of these.
Yes. So an extra one of what? 1 in 20 people has an extra
Tooth.
tooth. Ooh. Where is
I mean, it's what they talk about, the wisdom teeth. Some people have a split wisdom tooth that comes down altogether, and so they got
true.
2 of them. I was one of them. Had to have 5 wisdom teeth removed.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the game. We lie, right? Isn't that the fun?
Oh, I only had
I
2
believe
wisdom
it,
teeth, so I was like, that's possible.
I had 4 removed because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I had to have them all.
All or nothing with me.
But that's my guess is I'm gonna say an extra tooth, extra more than the 30 something you're supposed to have.
Brandon, 1 in every 20 people has an extra one of these.
A sibling.
An extra sibling.
You got an extra sibling. You thought you had 2, and then one day you find out you got another one. It happens. Go on Ancestry, you're like, oh shit, I got a sister I didn't know about.
Surprise sister behind that curtain.
Yeah. And a
extra
brother.
sibling.
That's
It's funny.
good.
The implications behind that are very fun.
Yeah.
Like there is a sanctioned amount or like a regulated amount of siblings, and here's extra.
Extra one.
Yeah.
It's fun to find out later in life,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still waiting for mine. I have the mandated 1 sibling, and now I'm waiting for the extra.
Let's
Maybe
bring her
I'm not
out.
1 in 20.
Yeah.
Sister,
Everybody-
nice.
Yeah.
Very
Michelle
good.
Carrozza, everybody.
Oh, shit, she got my name too.
Yeah. Your parents
Okay.
were creative with the extra one, because she's extra. So they're like,
Time
I
to
don't know.
fight. Time to
Had it been a
fight.
boy, they would have called her Mike Jr., but it's a girl. So
Mike Jr. will start a TV network.
Okay, Marianne, what does everyone have an extra one of? Or not everyone, 1 in 20.
1 in
people.
20. Well, my answer originally was an extra family, but I feel like that's too close to Brandon, so I'm going to change mine to an extra nipple. Though sometimes it's a skin tag that people mistake for a nipple.
Sometimes people just want to be like cool and pretend that a skin
I've
tag
got
tags an
a
extra
nubbin.
nipple.
Yeah.
A nubbin. Just like from
You can
Friends.
never have too many, though,
Yeah. I have
You
5.
looking for your nipple, Brandon?
Yeah, I was like, there
There's
it is.
one.
Yeah.
There it is.
What? And another.
Well, let's see who's right, because I'm curious about this one.
So none of you are right, but
I thought Marianne
I-
might have been. I thought.
yeah,
It's a
I
finger
actually-
or something.
you
Yeah.
and Marianne and Mike both could have been right. I liked Brandon's answer and his confidence with like the least right answer. It was very good. So Brandon's getting the point.
Finally.
Finally, question number 2. Finally.
Brandon.
The correct answer is actually an extra rib,
Okay.
which is like I don't love.
Disgusting.
So Marilyn Manson must have been one of those guys.
But then he got
I thought he
all of
had-
them
Well,
removed.
that's good
Yeah.
to know.
Oh, yeah,
You ever
okay.
need to eat yourself. Like, I got an extra rib. But-
My favorite Marilyn Manson rib
a
joke is
snack.
actually, Shane Cooley, right, Brandon? My old
yeah.
roommate. He used to do this this joke. I keep telling him to do it. He's like, like that Marilyn Manson guy. He had his ribs surgically removed so he could suck them like dicks. And I just love that. I love that joke.
That's a good joke.
I love that joke. Anyway, it's really
I love
funny.
it.
That's such an absurd rumor because like your ribs are protecting your lungs and heart, which are like arguably the most important of the organs. Like
Yeah, but they're also getting in the way of you sucking your
yeah, like I don't need to live as long as I can suck my own dick one last time.
That's
And
hey
the
man,
first
Marilyn
time-
Manson does what he's gonna do, and he's not a great person. So
He knows his
don't want
priorities.
to talk about him too
My
much.
friend
But
had
Yeah.
a story about how at camp there was like this one kid and he could suck his own dick, and they would all just like gather around him and like watch him
do it.
And I was just like, okay.
I never went to camp as a kid, and whenever I hear any camp story, I am so glad I did not go to camp as a kid. Like,
I had a great experience.
Me too.
Really?
Camp is very
Yeah.
gay.
Although I didn't know it was a religious camp, I just like went along with my friend and then had to do all of these crafts that involved Jesus.
Yeah.
And it was but I still had a good time.
who's this guy we keep drawing?
Mhm.
Must be a hippie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We've got 2 more questions left in the warm-up round. Brandon,
Okay.
you'll start with this one. The average human does this about 20 times every minute.
They wink.
Wink?
Yeah, they're like,
Oh,
Okay.
every minute.
I think he's
yeah,
right.
every
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. I have a
Winking at-
terrifying wink, so I definitely don't. But who are they winking at?
You know, bacteria, pathogens, squirrels.
You
on the
know,
street.
bacteria.
Throwing in microbes on our body.
You know.
You know all about it.
Thinking about my third nipple, winking at it. Like,
Prions.
Okay. Marianne, what does the average human do 20 times a minute?
They think about sex.
Oh.
20 times a minute.
It's a fact.
As a
Okay.
woman in my 30s, that is relatively accurate. Okay. Now that I've made everyone uncomfortable.
Shocking.
Mike, what is your answer?
Well, I wanted to say blink because I think that's the right answer. But Brandon said wink, and it feels a little too close. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say that they exhale on average 20
Ooh.
times.
Waiting to exhale, yeah.
Like they go.
That's a very good answer.
It's 3
but-
seconds to breathe. It's really fast breathing.
Now I'm
Yeah,
thinking about breathing, and I'm gonna pass out at any moment.
Yeah, and that's how I'm gonna win.
Yeah, by
I win-
default because I fainted.
Ah, yes.
I hate
Plain
that,
old
though, like-
strategy.
'Cause I had a question that was gonna be about breathing, but then I was just like, then I'll just be thinking about breathing the entire game, so I can't do it, and now I am.
You ever do that thing where you're like thinking about breathing and you don't know, hey, you got to do it through your nose, and then you're like, now which one of these nostrils is going to be working, and you can't tell?
Because it's
You
one
can't manually.
nostril. It's you only breathe.
It's only
in
one at a
nostril all the
time.
I
I
hate
think
it.
that's how you achieve mindfulness. I think you nailed it.
Uh-huh.
You only breathe
Yeah.
out of one nostril at a time. What?
Yeah, I don't know
Uh-huh.
how it's. It's like trying to.
I'm trying now, but
Yeah, I can't tell, but apparently I've read it on the internet, so it must be true. Yeah, as we all try to.
everything is on the internet. Yeah.
Ow.
I hope we all washed our hands before the
I
show.
sniffed
Otherwise,
my nail.
Nope.
we all have COVID now. Okay, the actual correct answer, Mike, you were right with blink.
I know.
Damn
So-
it.
I know. I knew you knew. I could
What
tell. I
a
could see
fact.
the sadness in your face.
I was half right.
Yeah. So yeah, Brandon.
That's why I was
half
like,
right.
are you sure you want to say wink?
Yeah. Brandon was half right, so we're gonna give him the point. All
Okay.
very
Well,
good
now I'm going to get
answers.
competitive.
I gotta get
for
on the
real.
board, you guys.
Okay, you've got one more chance to get on the board in this round, Marianne. Don't
Okay.
worry. And you're the first one to answer this question as well.
Okay.
Humans are the only animals who have this.
Tailbones.
Okay.
Humans are the only because other animals have tails.
I wanted you to get there on your own.
My answer.
I was just like, we don't have tails, Marianne.
Okay. Humans are the only animals that have. I'm gonna go with. It's not empathy because other animals have that.
Mhm.
Humans are the only animals that have. That's the end of the question. Humans are the only animals that have. Okay, I'm gonna go with belly buttons.
Belly buttons. Okay. Good answer.
Wow, good answer for real. That's
a very
surprising. That's a good one.
That's a very good answer.
That's a pretty good answer for real.
Mike, what is your answer?
Originally I was like opposable thumbs, and I was like, I know a couple raccoons personally that would disagree. You get to know them out here. And so what I'm gonna say is blind faith in capitalism. Boo, boo, boo. And that's my answer. Also, take it or leave it. Final offer. And yes, I made it about money.
God, how are those album sales doing though, Mike?
Don't. See, I was like, God, I hope nobody mentions the album, because I was like, if there's anything that's gonna turn people away from listening to anything I put out, it's that right there. I think that was talk about a lean in. Physically, also leaned in. Yikes! But also, it's on Blonde Medicine. Please buy my album. It's called Cherubic. Okay, thank you.
It's amazing. Okay, and Brandon. What is your answer? Sorry.
Humans are the only animals that have the 2003 Britney Spears album In the Zone. It's true.
I mean, tell that to my dog that got it for Christmas from me one year.
Great album. Oh no, you can't see.
Yeah, the brightness is too high.
Oh
no.
It is a solid album.
Is that the one with Toxic on it?
The one with Toxic, yeah.
So good.
The Madonna collaboration.
It's amazing. It's very good. Oh wow. I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, because none of us got it right.
None of you got it right. Marianne sounded the closest to being true.
Yeah.
Brandon's also probably technically correct.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna give the point to Marianne. There are many answers I realized after I asked this question, but the answer I have written down is chins. No other animal has a chin.
Oh.
Kind of like me right now.
Chimpanzee don't have no chin.
Hold on. No, we're looking at monkeys right now. I gotta look up a monkey.
They don't have like a chin, like they have jaw lines. But
but what's a chin?
What's a
chin if not the meeting of the jaws?
The meeting of the jaws is there.
No. The jaws meet. They say hello. We did it.
Yeah, we did it. No, the jaws.
I'm Googling.
It's one bone.
Your boy's Googling.
What's it called again? Oh, chin. I forgot.
Okay.
Hold on. Are you Googling the answer?
Oh, they got
Googling the answer. He's losing points.
No, I'm baffled by this information. Because I'm like, oh my God.
Imagine like a giraffe with a chin, an elephant.
No.
There's just a mouse. It's just a dog with a chin.
I'm thinking.
I guess my dog doesn't have a chin.
Yeah. Think about it.
Even chimpanzees and gorillas, our closest genetic cousins, lack chins.
Yeah.
This is so educational, Elspeth.
Wow.
Great.
Being questioned on my own turf.
No, it's not question. It's like, I can't believe it. It's so strange. It's
male comedians coming in.
Oh, don't do this. No, it's my wonder at the world that's calling me to look it up.
He's like, I need to fact check your research.
I was picturing chimpanzees wrong.
Just imagine.
Okay,
that's fair. I also had to think about it when I found this fact out. Yeah, no, they don't have chins. It's just animals' mouths just kind of end their face.
They just end.
Okay, at the end of that rather contentious round, Mike and Marianne have 1 point each, and Brandon is in the lead with 2 points as we go into the What Does It Mean round. Now it is time for the What Does It Mean round. In this round, I will show you a word. I will probably mispronounce it. And you will tell me, what does it mean? So our first word is Yarborough. And Brandon, since you are in the lead, could you please tell me what Yarborough means?
So Yarborough, it is Latin, and it describes the ancient kingdom of the Yarboronians people, and it's named after their king, King Yarborough, who founded the people, and that's what Yarborough means.
Okay, very good, very good. I know it's all nonsense, but I'm just like, you have so much confidence and charm that I'm just like, that's probably, I need to check. I need Mike to correct, to fact check my answer on this one. Oh, no. Mike, what does Yarborough mean?
Yarborough, and I remember looking this up because there's an actor with the name Yarborough, Cedric Yarborough, has something to do with playing cards. So that I know for sure. But I also think that the word originated, like they started using it for a card game because it has something to do with a specific type of bird that is only found in like the Pacific Northwest. So I think if I had to make a guess, we're looking for the bird and not the card thing. But yeah, the actor, that's what you get when you Google an actor's name. You get into a Yarborough hole. Okay, so
yeah,
that's my answer is probably going to be the bird. That if I'm remembering correctly, anyway.
Okay, good answer. And Marianne, what is your answer?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Mike and Brandon, but you're both incorrect on this one. Yarborough, it's actually borough stems from, neighborhood. And so it's a neighborhood where they have a type of knitting bee. The yar is for the yarn, but they focus mainly on knitting jackals.
Very nice.
Jackals.
Jackals.
Families of them. Yeah.
I love
Strange.
a jackal.
Okay.
I've been to Egypt.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Knitting little jackals.
They're kind of rough, those jackals, aren't they?
Dr.
What?
Jackal,
They're
Mr.
lovable.
Hyde.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never handled the jackal. Lighting change.
You haven't lived.
Lighting change.
Whoa.
Lighting change.
Uh-oh, drama.
Disco down there.
Drama.
Points for that. That tomfoolery.
So, Mike, you were actually very close to being correct on this one.
What do you mean?
A Yarborough is a hand of cards containing no card above a 9. So, look at you and your Yarborough hole.
Yeah, I remember that part. I thought, but it wasn't the bird. It's nothing to do with bird.
It wasn't the bird, but the fact that you had the card thing. Damn it, Carrozza, I gotta give it to you.
Damn it.
I'll take it. It
was very well done. Okay.
I didn't know I had to study everything before.
I didn't realize that Mike was a genius. So
Not a genius. I retain information that has served me none.
Until tonight. Such a talent.
So the actor himself, Cedric Yarborough, this man right here.
There's also a band from the 80s called Yarborough and the People who have a song that Alicia Keys sampled.
Ooh, nice.
You're getting a lot of information today.
Pink.
All right.
With Pink.
I mean,
and now we're
not with Pink.
All right, next word. Mike, you will start this one. Our next word is whiffer. Mike, what's a whiffer?
Whiffer is slang in the Maritimes to mean something like a failed attempt, like you tried something and you whiffed, and that's a whiffer. You're hanging out with the guys, you got a whiffer. You whiffed. You whiff. That's a hell of a whiffer right there.
I'm from New Brunswick, and that accent is offensive.
I mean,
that's legit how people talk. It's fine.
I suck at it. I hung out with Ryan Dillon once last week, and it was enough to get me to say bye once.
Bye.
That's my answer.
Okay, very good. Marianne, what is your answer?
Yeah, a whiffer is somebody gifted with a very, very sensitive sense of smell, specifically picking up on the scent of iron.
And does that come in handy? Like if they have like an anemic friend, they can
exactly. They can smell out your anemia.
Here's what I'm picking up on Marianne's answers is that they go like, oh, plausible, very oh, and then one step further, and I'm like, the jackals, the iron, that's the tipping point for me where I'm like, I'm not buying it anymore.
I like the whimsy though. I'm along for the ride.
Oh, I am too, but I'm like, I start off thinking, oh, she knows this one. That's of course it is that. Wait a minute.
Well, and
Come on.
Just wait. Just wait.
Just you wait.
You got us again, Mandrusiak.
Yeah, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for. That's enough of that quote. We don't need the end of it.
Yeah, I can't afford the rights to that quote. Please stop. Brandon, what is a whiffer?
Okay, so both of y'all are wrong. Heinz are right in that it was slang, but it's like British slang, and it's like those hood, like what are they called? Shavs? What are they called? I don't know what they're called.
Chavs.
That's what they're called, and they're like, you're like, yo, she's a whiffer. She's a whiffer. She's a whiffer, and it means like a pretty lady that they want to smell or something.
Oh, that's so
lady who smells good. Okay.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I want to get a whiff of whiffer. Yeah. See?
Honestly, all of these answers are very plausible. These are all very good answers. So it's somebody who walks in front of you through a crowd.
Oh.
So like if you're like trying to get through a crowd, are
they cutting wind in front of you?
I think they're like they're like making way through you. Like what I pictured was like when I was a kid, I was very, very small. And so I was good at like getting to the front of concerts and stuff. So but my dad and my brother are really big. So I would just sort of like walk through the crowd to get to the front and then be like,
so you were a whiffer.
That's my sister. I have to go out. I can't leave my sister. She's so little. So I was the whiffer, but it was all a ruse.
Don't words like this make you realize we've gone too far in language, having a word for everything? Like, why? How often does this come up? Yeah.
I'm gonna give that point. I'm gonna give that point to Marianne.
Woo!
Because the anemia.
Yeah, for realism and whimsy.
It's important to sniff out anemia.
Well, can you smell it through the screen? Because I'm anemic.
You need some
anemic?
Yeah, I can't give blood.
Me too.
Sprunt.
Oh, okay.
Brandon, we will start with you on this word.
Okay, so like a sprunt is actually a combination of two words, runt and spring. And it's just like a little, like it's like the runt, but like they got a lot of like spring. They got a lot of spunk, like the sprunt. It's like a lively, malnourished person.
I like that.
A lively, malnourished baby.
Oh, that would have made me a sprunt then.
Yeah,
I was born in the spring, and I was a preemie. Little sprunt, they'd say. At least that's what I heard. Mike, what is a sprunt?
I mean, it's crazy how close Brandon got to it because this is a horticultural term that is a combination between runt and sprout. So it's about, when a plant sprouts and it's among other plants like it, you refer to the smallest one as the sprunt. And it requires a little bit more special attention, but it gets there. And so that's the sprunt. Little sprout.
Oh, little sprout. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Marianne, what is your answer?
Yeah, it's actually a little bit derogatory, and frankly, I'm a little embarrassed that you use this word. But a sprunt is the littlest runner in a race, a small runner, and they have gotten last. It's when they come in last, so they call them the sprunt. It's when the smallest runner comes in last.
Okay, very good. Okay. I'm gonna give that one to Marianne for two reasons. One, I legitimately had a moment of anxiety.
I'm sorry.
You said that. And also it does have to do with running a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So
is it the past tense for sprint?
It's an old Scottish word meaning to chase someone among the haystacks after dark. So specifically, if you're running around
Chasing
the
someone.
haystacks after dark in Scotland
Uh-huh.
in the past tense.
So
Okay.
the haystacks.
So let's really take this a moment. Hold on. So if you are running in the haystacks after dark, but you are not chasing anybody, that is not sprunting.
Yeah, no, you have to. Yes,
If
you
you
must
are
be
chasing somebody in the haystacks, but it is
Yeah.
daylight,
I think. Yeah, no,
Ah.
you are not sprunting.
not a sprint
Wow.
Okay,
after
okay.
dark. Although in
Okay.
some parts of Scotland, it does get dark very, very early in the wintertime. So it could like technically be daytime, but after
Ooh.
dark. So
Okay.
Shoulder
Okay,
sprinting.
yeah.
Okay, all right. That's look, wild that these words needed to exist, huh?
Yeah. But they did,
Isn't
and
it
I am
delightful, though?
thankful for it. All right. At the end of that round, Mike and Brandon are tied with 2 points apiece, and Marianne is in the lead with 3.
Oh.
As we go on to our most intense round, 2 truths, 1 lie. Okay.
Ha
Ha-ha! I feel like you're all going to be very good at this round.
I don't
Because
think
we're all a
so.
bunch of
One
liars.
lie. You've all been making me second guess my own facts so far, so I feel like it's going to be good.
We'll see.
In this round, each of you will tell 3 stories. 2 are true, 1 is a lie, and we will then ask you questions. So if Marianne, because you're in the lead, you'll be going first.
Okay.
So if Mike and Brandon both guess, whoever guesses right gets the point.
Okay.
So basically, if they both guess right, you get 0 points. If one of them guesses right, you get 1 point and they get 1 point.
Okay.
It's a good round to get some points. If they're both wrong, you get 2 points.
Okay.
So, can you stay in the lead in this round, Marianne?
I don't know.
I didn't know there were supposed to be stories. I just thought there were statements of fact.
Yeah, just like little statements. They don't have to
Okay.
necessarily be stories. Yeah, just
Okay.
you may proceed.
Oh, okay. Great. Number 1, I called in a mayday and got rescued by the Coast Guard in the Gulf of Mexico. Number 2, I worked for a promotions company and had to dress up like a sexy cow and hand out samples of milk in front of a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And number 3, my agent got me a job dancing in a music video at a Holiday Inn for a white rapper named Hetero.
Okay. I think the first one was fake.
All of that.
We gotta ask questions, I think.
Yeah, ask questions.
Okay.
I have some takes. I'm sad that I definitely believe number 2.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
really want
it's
number
Quebec,
2 to not
right?
be true, but like I've been a woman for 33 years. I know how shit is.
I have actually seen that ad campaign happening. So
that was me.
Whether or not that was you, I can't tell, but I know it happened. Do you remember how the song goes? The Hetero song? Is it because I'd like to hear some of it?
Yeah.
I don't remember how this song
Not even
goes.
a little hum?
It was like
Oh, I know that one.
yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that one.
There's that one.
I have the lyrics from that tattooed on my back.
I don't remember the lyrics. It was a long time
The
ago.
whole thing.
The whole thing.
Hetero.
It took hours. Pick and poke.
Yeah. You're like, I didn't realize how long my torso was until I got the whole song tattooed.
What year was it that you had that that you were in that music video?
Okay, so I think that was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
It needed to make sense, and it happening in 2008 makes it make a little more sense. Brandon, do you have any questions?
No.
So you called a mayday in the Gulf of Mexico. You're the one that called it, or
I was
for
the one that
yourself,
called it.
or was it for somebody else?
No, it was for me.
It was for you. Okay.
What led up to that?
Yeah.
Well, I was on a sailboat and we hit a shoal and lost our rudder. and started getting knocked over with the waves.
Okay.
Was this like, are you quite experienced with boating and all?
If by
Or was it-
experienced, you mean I took a week-long sailing course once? Yes.
Okay. Was that before or after this?
It was after.
It was after. How long ago was this?
That was about 9 years ago.
9 years. And did you go to the Gulf of Mexico specifically to go sailing, or was it, or you just happened to be there and then someone was like, I got a boat?
No, we went there for like a spring break kind of thing, and then we went out on the boat.
Okay.
Spring break 9 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
It's a wild time.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the sexy cow? What was? Tell us about your life at that point. Yeah.
So, Sexy Cow was actually not in Quebec; it was in BC, and it was at a grocery store in Abbotsford called the Abbotsford Market.
Okay.
Okay. So, what does a sexy cow look like?
Yeah.
Well, we had like a toque, like a hat that attached under the chin with like the snout and the ears and the horns, and a cowbell necklace. And then just a white T-shirt and a mini skirt that was like cow print.
Okay.
It was a nice.
You like gave people like samples of milk.
Samples of milk on a hot summer day. Yeah.
Samples.
This
Samples of milk.
grosser and grosser.
Samples of milk.
Yikes.
What's wrong with you people?
I'm
not going there.
Nasty. I didn't want that one to be the lie the most.
What's that town called again?
I'm sorry?
What's the town that it was in called again?
It was called Abbotsford.
Okay, canceled. No, don't.
Yeah. I feel like I have seen that like sort of like skinny cow, or that's like a yeah. I've seen that and it's horrifying. Do you have any further questions, Brandon or Mike? Or
well, I mean, I want to know more about this hetero rapper. Where was this?
This was in Edmonton.
Edmonton.
That sounds like an Edmonton thing. A white rapper named Hetero in Edmonton. Ugh.
Yeah.
What's new?
All right. And the beat, that's what the beat sounded like. Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you ready to guess?
No, but did we have to?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, Brandon, what is your guess?
I think the lie was the first one.
The SOS in Mexico? All right. Mike?
There's something about the cow one that I'm like, it wasn't in front of a grocery store. That's the sticking point for me, where it's like all these are a little true except for one, and this is the detail, and it's like, no, it was actually at a strip mall in front of a bank or something. Or the rapper's name wasn't Hetero. So I want to say that the rapper thing is wrong, but I think I'm wrong.
Okay, Marianne, what is the lie?
The sexy cow.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Okay.
Damn it. Well, we need to hear more about. Oh, damn, you got it.
Yeah,
was it one of those? Was it a lie, just like I described it?
Yeah. What was the?
No, it was a lie. I did do promotions, but never as a cow.
As a sexy cow.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
I saw one of those promotions in Montreal for sure.
It might have existed. I don't know. I can't.
Or just like performance art in Montreal.
I can't say that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was
wild.
A sexy cow, but she's spraying everyone with milk, and it was art and a protest.
Squeezing udders.
That would have been more artistically fulfilling, I think.
Be like, look at what you've done. You spring it at people as they come by.
We should have known when she said the milk in the summer.
Yeah.
That should have been a wrap up.
Some people have some crazy ideas, though.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen some promo work that is just like fantastically awful in the sense that there's no chance that anybody thought anything through.
What would be really refreshing right now? Like milk in these Dixie cups that have been sitting out in the sun for like 5 hours.
When you describe it like that, I'm gonna go put a tray out right now.
Yeah.
And pick it up in the morning.
Put some milk out on my counter.
Get these raccoons away with their thumbs.
All right. So, Marianne, you get 2 points for that one. Mike, you're next. What are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
So I'm debating what to do because I prepared a few, and I think I would rather not do the one that I described earlier, which is that it was basically promo for my album, which you should definitely get anyway. My album Cherubic, it's on Blind Medicine Records. Go ahead and thank you. So I'm gonna put them in the chat so I don't have to consult the document so much. So my 2 truths and a lie are that I watch the Saw franchise every Halloween.
The whole franchise? Oh, sorry. It's not time for questions yet. Continue.
Yeah. So please hold.
I'm breaking my own rules tonight.
I'm afraid of styrofoam, and I love olives. And these are the 2 truths and a lie.
So
and I thought this game was more of a lob situation where you kind of like, hey, here are our panelists, get to know them. And I didn't try to deceive anybody, so I made them really easy to figure out. And,
That's okay.
There we go.
All right. I will open the floor for questioning. Brandon, what is your first question?
What was the first one?
I watch the Saw franchise every Halloween.
Okay.
You can ask a clarifying question if you would like, but it's not possible to watch the whole thing on Halloween. I mean, like Halloween season, because for me, Halloween is October.
Yeah. That's fair. How many movies are in the Saw franchise?
There are 8 now, including Jigsaw, which came out a couple of years ago. But the current canon is Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, Saw 3D, The Final Chapter, Jigsaw, and then next year, Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, are starring in Spiral from the Book of Saw, which actually was shot across the street from right here while I was at Just for Laughs one summer, and I didn't think I'd ever be upset to be at Just for Laughs, but I was when I found that out. Yeah.
These are a lot of details. I feel like
I'm compensating for something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like, what does that wreak havoc on your psyche? Watching all of those?
No, I've been watching them since I was like getting into horror movies. So like my cousin introduced Saw to me, and I thought this is pretty good. I like this a lot. And then my other cousin was like, Saw 2's coming out. You got to come see it. And then I couldn't go see it. And he bought the DVD, and then we just watched it at his house. And it was better that way. We got to like scream the whole time and freak out about it. But then ever since, I've seen every single one in theaters. I don't know. It's oddly comforting because the stuff, the crazy stuff happens in the movie and not in here, you know? So,
yeah. Okay.
I get that.
Can I ask a couple more questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it about styrofoam that freaks you out?
The sound and the feeling.
See, as soon as you said you don't like styrofoam, like I just thinking of styrofoam made my teeth hurt and my hands got funny. Yeah. So like I get that one.
Yeah, I've actually passed out because of it before.
Oh my gosh! So it's
it's a phobia. It's like somebody at work found out about it once, and I was on like answering phones, and he like joked to somebody like, "Hey, you should go into that room and like wiggle some styrofoam next to Mike." And then he did it, and then I freaked out, tried to duck down under the desk, hit my head on the desk on the way down, and passed out.
What?
Yeah. And what are your favorite kinds of olives?
Oh, just friggin' any of them. Like I put them on sandwiches mostly, but I love them. They add a lot. I think black olives are the way to go, but there's something to like a good pitted green olive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been going through a big olive phase lately.
Yeah.
Like
it's too easy.
So
I've been replacing snacks with them here. My roommates, one of my roommates hates the smell, and she's not a fan. But it's either that or I eat too many chips, and I don't want to eat too many chips.
You ever had a Bella Cerignola?
A what now?
A Bella Cerignola. By far the superior of the olives.
Little did you know, Marianne is an olive baron.
I truly don't even look up any names. I don't know different kinds of mushrooms or anything. I grab what I like because I know what they look like. And my family always had olives around. My dad hated them, so he'd always like shove them to the side of his plate, and I'd just eat them off his plate.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Brandon, do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have a question just about like the logistics of the styrofoam one. Like if it's so bad that you pass out.
Well, I mean, the passing out was from hitting my head on the way down.
Okay,
That's-
but you get like so like that, you know, flustered about it. What happens like this summer I got an air conditioning and I had to unpack it from like just like this maze of styrofoam. And it was very unpleasant and I hated it. But like what would you do in a situation like that? Like do you have to like get somebody to come help you?
Yes, absolutely. And I have to ask around. I tend to ask around like where like do you use styrofoam? Is there styrofoam in the packaging? They're like yes or no, and then I'll like warn a friend that I'll need help with something. Or what I can do is I blast music on my headphones and I wear gloves, like thick gloves. It cuts down on my ability to really do things well, but it works a little bit. As long it depends on the day too. Like I still freak out, but it's yeah, no, I like my roommates can tell you I've straight up yelled at one of them when he got takeout and wouldn't stop moving it around, and I was like, I want to leave my room. So yeah.
Okay. If there are no further questions, I will ask you for your guesses. Marianne, what is your guess?
I am flummoxed.
Me too, actually.
I think you know way too many details about the Saw franchise. I think I don't want to say that you don't have a fear of styrofoam because I respect your fear. And I don't think you know enough about olives, so I'm going with the olives.
Yeah, I think he hates olives. That's Brandon, what's your guess?
Yeah, I was gonna say the olives too.
Yeah, because Brandon knows me so well that he knows both of the other things are right.
Damn it.
Well done.
Yeah, both of you get a point off me.
Yeah, Marianne and Brandon both get a point. Well done, everyone. That was good though, because I wasn't sure. Like that was well played, Mike. Well played.
Was it well played?
I mean, not as well played as Marianne.
When Marianne asked me about, do you like this kind of olive? And I was like, I just love olives. And they're like, no, they're different. There's a different kind. Yeah.
Are you a salty person though? You like salty over sweet?
Yeah, I mean for the most part, yeah, but like junk salty, so like I'm a chip guy, but at the same time, I can't stand olives. I can't stand the smell of them. I hate them so much. I think that they taint a dish. If you put an olive in a sandwich, you got to make another sandwich because it's going to still taste like olives. You put something like you put an olive in a salad and I didn't get the olive in my salad, I'll know it was there. It's the same with the goopy stuff in a tomato in the middle of a tomato. Gooey.
That stuff is bullshit.
That I understand.
But that's what I'm saying. Olives. But it's the same thing with olives. It's the same thing with olives.
I don't like olives.
I like
them
get
on sandwiches, but I don't like them otherwise.
I just like I legitimately do just like eat olives out of
I love them.
the container.
Like 20. Absolutely.
I hate when you buy a salad and they have olives in them. They don't tell you that they're not pitted, and then you just like destroy your teeth.
Crack a tooth.
That should be illegal because you could legitimately harm yourself. I hate that.
Yeah, but what about popcorn? Like,
but
navigate around the
popcorn
there. Like olives.
Popcorn's a gamble you know you're going into.
Yeah. Popcorn. You've signed the waiver when you bought the core.
True. That's true.
Okay, Brandon. It is now your turn.
Okay. So my first one is I embarrassed myself in front of Feist once, and may have made her leave a party early. My second one was I got banned from Shoppers Drug Mart for stealing a Kinder Surprise. And the other one was I saw Bryan Adams at a urinal once.
At a what?
Urinal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mike, what is your first question?
My first question is how old were you about the Kinder Surprise?
How old was I?
Yeah.
So I was in grade 2.
Grade 2?
Grade 2 and they banned you?
They banned you from Shoppers?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What'd you do in front of Feist that embarrassed you so much that you had to leave?
So I was very drunk, and it was at a Halloween party, and what happened is I got really drunk and I started singing 1, 2, 3, 4, but I didn't know that Feist was Feist because she was wearing a wig, and then I think that she thought I was making fun of her, and then I just remember she left.
Oh, I hate that if that's true. Marianne?
What was in the Kinder Surprise?
Good question.
It was a dragon thing. I remember like stealing it and then like coming back and like throwing it. But then the like people like walking in on me like throwing it and I'm like, we got him. And
We got him. Where was this?
this was in the Junction.
In the Junction.
In the Junction. There used to be a Shoppers Drug Mart. It's no
They
longer
didn't update
there.
your picture over the years.
No, I guess not. No,
Have you
it's
been back
done.
since?
They closed. They closed.
And where were you when you saw Bryan Adams at the urinal?
I was at the Woodbine racetrack in the, what was this? I think this was this 2000? This was 2000.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you knew who Bryan Adams was?
Of course I know who Bryan Adams is. Bryan Adams is like the godfather. Like, Caribbean people love Bryan Adams and love Celine
Caribbean
Dion.
people love Bryan Adams.
Yes. Caribbean people
This is
love Bryan
a
Adams.
fact
and
we can
Celine.
take to the bank.
Just go ask any Caribbean person. Like, when Bryan Adams was saying racist shit, my grandma was like, I still like him. And I was like, no!
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, everyone loves Bryan Adams. It was at the Woodbine racetrack. My grandfather used to be like this. I don't know exactly what he used to do at Woodbine racetrack, but I don't know. He did something with horses. I remember we'd always meet the horses, and we knew all the horses. And Bryan Adams was there for some sort of like celebration thing, and then we like met Bryan Adams, and it was really fun. And he was so nice. And then
you met him before the urinal or after? Okay.
I met him before.
But then you met him at the urinal?
No, like I saw him at the urinal, and I was like, oh my God, Bryan Adams. Peeing.
Right. Okay. All right.
Can you
What
believe
about
that?
I got to hear more about this Feist situation. What year was this?
This was in 2014.
2014. Was this like was like years after
2015.
2015?
Yeah.
Do you know what year that album came out?
Which album?
The one with 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was around 2009, 2010.
That was not 2000. That was like 2007 or 2006.
Yeah, it was. I was in
Right.
university or just out. Yeah.
It was 2006, 2007.
Do you remember the circumstances in which that song would be just like fresh in your mind that you randomly
Well,
sing?
you know that I'm crazy and I just sing all the time.
I know that you're crazy and you sing all the time, but
can you sing a few bars of it?
I don't know. Maybe like internally, I knew it was Feist, but I didn't realize that it was Feist.
Really?
And I started
Describe
singing.
her. What does she look like?
She didn't look like Feist. She was wearing a blonde wig. I was in witch drag.
You were in witch drag?
Face, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Marianne, do you have more questions?
Well, no, I'm trying to understand why you picked two celebrity examples if they're both true. And if the Kinder Surprise one is true, I respect that because they got you with that surprise. Like you just want to know what's inside, you know?
I like chocolate. I like surprises.
Who doesn't, right?
It's so true. Did you get in trouble when you got home with the Kinder Surprise one? Like,
no, my mom. I remember like the lady or whatever. She was just like, oh, like we were gonna call the police, but we decided not to. And I was like, no. And then I remember we would like walk around the neighborhood, and I would see her sometimes, and I would be like so scared, and she'd always be like, okay. But then she became friends with my mom. But then they moved.
Okay. All right.
A lot of details in that one. Maybe too many.
I don't know. I think I have mine because I feel like I would have heard about one of them before.
Okay. Marianne, do you have any more questions before we guess? All right. Mike, you're ready. What's your guess?
I think the Feist one wasn't Feist.
Okay. And Marianne, what is your guess?
I think I was debating between the other two, but I know that feeling so well of like being ashamed as a kid and like seeing the person, and I felt like there was some real emotion there. So I'm gonna go with Bryan Adams is the lie.
Okay, Brandon, what was the lie?
Bryan Adams was the lie.
Oh, come on!
Marianne gets 1 point. Brandon.
Hold on a
gets
second.
1
Was the
point.
thing about Caribbean people liking Bryan Adams also a lie?
That's true. That's true.
Can you
That's
believe
true.
I
anything
need
we
a
say?
second.
That is true. I could go get my grandmother right now and be like, "Do you like Bryan Adams? Do you love Bryan Adams?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, I love Bryan Adams."
I can't believe this whole thing has made me question.
Bryan Adams, Richard Marx, Celine Dion.
Oh, Richard Marx. I haven't heard that name for a long
I've
time.
never heard of Richard Marx.
Wait, this Feist thing really happened. How did you know it was Feist in the end?
Because
Somebody
it was
like,
after my friend. It was my friend's party, and she was just like, "That was Feist, right?"
and you were just singing 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
and you were. she
And then I
thought you were
blacked
mocking-
out later that night, and they found me on the sidewalk.
in 2015.
Yeah.
2015, she got mad because you were singing a song from 8 years ago
Well, I
and
think
didn't know her.
from what I heard, she doesn't like when people make a big deal about her. So
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
she
but-
thought that I was like making a big deal about her or something. But I honestly didn't know it was her.
I mean, imagine having a song that's such a hit, it's everywhere, and then you think that people that like just happen to be singing it around you are talking about you. Okay. I couldn't pick Feist out of a lineup. I'm sorry, Feist. If you're watching this, you banned.
all
Okay, nobody laughed hard enough at that one. Can we cut
Yeah,
that?
ban.
Elspeth, you gotta edit, please.
Okay. I should just edit out that whole round for you, Mike, because you got 0 points.
Okay, acting like I'm embarrassed about it. The whole joke is that I'm not competitive. I'm just a fun dummy.
Yeah.
You're not
I
a
am seething inside.
Okay, at the end of that round, Mike has 2 points. Brandon
It's a
has
good
4
number.
points. And Marianne is kicking butt and taking names with 7 points.
Oh,
Too many
damn.
points.
Still anyone's
As
game.
an
I was
anti-capitalist,
slow out of the gate.
Still anyone's game as we go into the how much round.
Okay.
Hey, in this round,
Oh.
okay, wait. Is this like on Craigslist or is this
Correct.
like on a
Sold
website?
separately.
yes. In this round, I will show you interesting things I found off the internet, and you will tell me how much you think they cost.
Okay.
This jaunty side table was found on this website called thehamateur.com. It's called the Gentleman Golfer's Side Table. So let me tell you a little bit about this side table. I'm going to show you a few more pictures as well.
Knowing nothing, it'll haunt my dreams.
So as you can see from the previous picture, yes, the grass is sold separately. But this table, she's a beaut. This handmade table is inspired by traditional golf attire, ideal for man caves and vacation homes, because anyone that would have this definitely has a fucking vacation home.
Oh boy.
It is 26 inches tall and 24 meters in diameter.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feelings from a lot of you on this table. Marianne, would you want this in your home?
Absolutely. I'd rather have it be a chair, though. I think it would make a better chair. And also, you need the AstroTurf. Like,
Yeah.
without the AstroTurf.
It doesn't look right. And you can make the choice as well between having like the short pants and socks
Mhm.
I
and long
genuinely feel
pants.
sick. Right
Options.
now. Yay. No, I actually feel sick right now.
I feel sick.
Yeah.
Let's
You know what? I'm
to
also
the-
not a good cook, so it might have just been dinner.
Okay.
Wow.
Brandon, what are your thoughts and feelings on this table?
Okay, so what is the website that it's from?
It's this website called hamateur.com that I do use
What do they
frequently. They just sell weird high-end stuff. Like I
Okay.
did an episode a while ago, and they had a 7-person bicycle that was just like a circle that everyone sat in, and one person had a steering wheel, but everyone pedaled, and it was disturbing.
I gotta see that.
So they've got lots of weird, interesting things on there.
This is like where TGI Fridays gets furniture or something.
Yes.
Those kind of restaurants. All the flair.
Okay.
So with all of that in mind, Brandon, how much do you think it costs for
I
this
think
table?
it's about $1,800.
$1,800. Okay. Mike, what do you think?
I'm gonna say a flat 420, baby. Ooh.
Weed.
Because of the grass.
And Marianne, how much do you think it is?
I think it's $4.98.
$4.98.
Yeah.
Wow, that window weed. That's brutal.
Very good.
What did you say?
Oh no, I just dropped all of my cards. We're gonna need to take a break in a second. So the table actually costs $599.95.
Okay.
So Marianne, you get the point on that one.
I thought it would be more
Rob?
because it's weird, it's custom, and it's high end. It's handmade. So it's
Mhm.
just like
Yeah.
Wait. Was it
Your
500?
instincts were good. Your
Was it
instincts were good.
500 with or without the grass?
That is without the grass. I
Ah.
think the grass was like 150. I can't remember, but
you said
Wow.
vacation home, so I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, they're definitely charging a markup.
Yeah. But $400 is still money, you know.
yeah.
Worth every penny. Look at that form, you guys.
Yeah.
I could not be more disgusted by this. I think it's awful.
Okay, we will move on to something a little less disgusting.
Oh God, what are you doing?
Elspeth, I love
Come on.
Who's this?
I love picturing you like finding these things and like chuckling to yourself as you come across
I
these
have
gems.
so many saved on my phone. Like, I don't have this whole game written, but I have like rounds and rounds of this ready to go. If anyone ever looks at my phone, I'm gonna look at it like a weirdo.
It's like
If
she's
somebody doesn't clip this part where you show the image and Brandon says, "Who is this?" Jesus, that's good. That's good stuff.
That was very good. So I found her on
like her.
eBay. So you know she's good. So the title for her is Antique Vintage Half Boudoir Wax Over Chalk Wire Doll Bust Display Arms Metal. She's from eBay. I will read you the description and show you some cute extra pictures. Oh, there.
Oh my God.
She's got her date makeup on.
She's a
She's
mess.
ready.
She gotta look like Amy Winehouse though. I like her.
She does.
Oh, I am just so off put by this.
So her description describes her as a lovely brunette with an updo, mohair, wax over chalkware beauty. This lovely lady has an open mouth with teeth and lazy eyes.
Oh, that's
She is
hot.
5.5 inches tall.
okay.
And then, so there were 10 pictures. There were 10 pictures on her description.
Ooh.
So it starts with this one, and then it's this one, and then it's just 8 different angles of that.
Oh,
which really caught my attention in a number of ways.
yeah.
No. No.
So let's take a look at this. Let's process our thoughts and feelings.
On a beaded Kleenex box? Is that what she's resting?
Oh, let's take a look. I didn't. I was so distracted by her open mouth and updo. Yes, she is on a beaded. That's the most terrifying part of this picture. Oh, I am building a world now, and I don't like it.
She's got a pretty nice buzz going, though.
I wonder
You
what
can
she was
tell
used for.
in her face. She's feeling good.
What would you use her for, Brandon?
I don't know. Probably I'd probably dress her real cute, put some accessories on her.
That's something you burn to ward off
demons. Got a good neck for a big statement necklace. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you just put it under someone's pillow.
Yeah, I think Mike wants it under his pillow.
Evil. I am so off put by this. It's very uncomfortable.
Okay, are you ready to guess? Do you have anything more to say about her?
Gross.
All right. Who guessed last time? Who guessed first last time?
I did.
You did. Okay. Mike, what is your guess?
$38.
$38.
Shipping included.
Not showing any respect to her will make her haunt you, Mike. Marianne, what is your guess?
A 5-inch thing somebody found somewhere.
I mean, all of those pictures, it makes it look like someone really cares about this little
lovely
soul.
brunette.
So I'm gonna say 216.
Oh my God.
$216. All right. And Brandon, what is your guess?
I was gonna say 300 because it seems like a very specific type of collector's item.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like there's definitely a community that collects these things. So, but it looks like it's not in that good shape.
I'm terrified about
Yeah.
it. I'm saying because of the shape for sure. That's affecting the price that I was originally going to say, but I'm not going to say.
All right. Marianne, you get the point again. She is $235.
It's only because I knew because I had my eye on her.
Your eye on her.
You've been following her on eBay.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a request.
Yes.
Let's move on immediately.
All right. Just say goodbye to her. She's waving goodbye as we go on to our final item, which is definitely less disturbing, I promise.
Whoa!
This is from Etsy. It is a taxidermy rat Mickey Mouse.
Not less disturbing.
Yeah. It has clearly been painted to look more like Mickey Mouse. And yes, it is from Etsy. It has a shorter description than the other ones. It is a beautiful little stuffed mouse, naturalized, good condition. And there's a little bit more of a close-up. You can see its little shoes, its little pants, its little dead eyes.
No respect for the dead.
For real.
No respect.
I think these are ethically sourced. The one store that has lots of weird ones that I look at, they're ethically sourced.
Yeah.
How would you ethically source it?
And,
You just found it on the street?
Yeah. Or they're ones that were like going to be food and then they rescue and die naturally.
They're like, no, they're kill traps. They're not good.
Yeah. All right. Would any of you... So yeah, so you wouldn't buy this for yourself or someone you love, Mike?
No. Cast it into the ocean. It's terrifying. Send this as a review to whoever made this.
Brandon, what are your thoughts and feelings on this Mickey Mouse rat?
It is the most terrifying thing I've ever. I don't know who is buying this. Who has money for this?
There is a big market for weird taxidermy on Etsy. That is what I learned since everything closed in March.
Do you have any weird taxidermy?
Not yet, because I don't want to buy it for myself.
But you would accept it as a gift?
I would accept it, but I would not purchase it. I would get too harsh into judging myself. Marianne, what are your thoughts on this little guy?
Is there a description?
Oh yeah, so it's the short one. It's just a beautiful little stuffed mouse, naturalized, good condition.
Yeah, God damn it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
Do you want my guess? Or
yes. Yeah, let's get your guess before Mike just leaves.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, it looks like some work has gone into those little booties.
Yeah, the boots are cute. Like it's well done.
Yeah. It's so disturbing, Elspeth. I'm gonna say 112.
112. All right. Mike, what is your guess?
My guess is $85 with a suggested tip of $39.95.
Okay. Don't make me
So
do
it's not
math.
so I'm giving you a range because I'm being competitive. Yeah, $85.
85. Okay. Brandon, what is your guess?
I think it's about probably, I don't know. I feel like it's similar to what I think maybe 116.
That's what I said. Isn't it?
I thought you said 112.
You said 112. Yeah. Very, very good.
Marianne, I was just like,
you may have seen my answers for this round.
No.
It was $113.09.
Somebody's charging.
Left that round.
We've got some like psychic vibes happening here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's somebody there are multiple people in the world buying this for over $100, And it's a stretch to get people to come have an experience at a comedy show most times when the world is okay for 5 and a couple drinks.
Originally, I was going to say $70, but then I was like, how much does it cost to taxidermy something? That must cost some money.
Yeah, I think it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, and then the shoes were very well done. So it's like,
I feel like I'm just like ousting myself. Like how much time I spend on Etsy. Like
I am
you've done your
disgusted
research.
with
I've done my
people.
research too, Mike.
At the end of that round, Mike has 2 points.
Yep.
Brandon has 4 points. And Marianne has 9 points. But it truly is anyone's game as we go into the lightning round. In this round, I will ask you rapid fire trivia questions. You will shout out your answers. I'm getting my desk prepared because it's the only way I can keep track.
Let's do this.
Okay, so whoever I hear answer correctly first gets the point. We have as long as it takes for Flight of the Bumblebees to play. Are you ready?
I don't know, my brain's coming out.
All right.
What is the national animal of Scotland?
The
The
moose.
unicorn.
Unicorn,
Dog.
good, Mike. What's the fastest land animal?
A cheetah.
Giraffe.
Brandon. What band was Harry Styles in?
One
Direction.
Direction.
Brandon. Where
I
does
said it
Batman live?
Gotham
Gotham
City.
What's
I on
the
the right?
highest mountain in Africa?
Mount
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
Oh, Brandon and Mike are like on the same. What sound does a cat make?
Now.
2 + 2 equals
4.
4. Oh, okay.
Very
Well,
good.
no.
touch your nose. That was very. Who was the first person to step foot on the moon?
Neil
Lance
Armstrong.
Armstrong. I said Lance Armstrong.
What do birds lay?
Eggs.
Eggs.
The opposite of day.
Night.
Night.
Oh, you guys are all answering at the same time. What is Toronto's basketball team?
Raptors.
Raptors.
That was Mike. North, east, south, and
West.
West. Oh.
Marianne. 7 times 8.
56.
Good job. What is the third month of the year?
March.
March.
Whew. Oh my goodness. What a round. The scores are definitely a little more even now. Well,
I'm on the way for sure. I'll tell you
Harry
what.
Styles.
One Direction man.
while I tally the scores, what does anyone have to plug? Brandon, we'll start with you. What do you have to plug right now?
I have
Yes, Brandon. What do you
my
have
comedy
to plug?
album, Capricornication.
Yes,
It is the first comedy album ever released by a gay black Canadian.
Yeah.
You can get it on my website at brandon.lol or on my Instagram or any streaming platform you can get it on, or iTunes, whatever.
I
Buy
listened to
It's
it
fun.
the other day. It is hilarious.
Yes,
It's
thank
very,
you.
very funny.
Thank you. I
Very well
appreciate
done.
it.
Very fun.
Mike, what do you have to promo?
I've got 2 things to plug. One is my album, which you've probably already heard about on this show. It's called Cherubic. It's on Blonde Medicine Records. You can listen to it everywhere you get music. It's my debut comedy album. Hit #1 on iTunes in Canada. Okay, yay.
That's such a big
Not
deal.
a real is it a really big deal? Everybody hits it. Most of the people do. Don't they? It feels like a thing that a lot. Yeah, not a lot of people listening to
Well,
stuff.
not everyone. Some
people don't.
Yeah.
But you did. You got it. You got there.
I did.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We've been #1 on iTunes. And also have a podcast called Bummer Boys, except it's stylized like a bad hardcore band. So it's X Bummer, X Boys, X. And it's a podcast where we talk about songs that made us sad that week. And,
I love that.
yeah, so my co-host Alex Kalenko and I have on guests and we talk about songs. And sometimes it's comedians. Other times it's people who are in the bands of the music we already picked like weeks before somehow. So really cool. We get to talk to a lot of emo bands and a lot of good comedians.
That's super cool. Marianne, what do you have?
I have 0 things to plug. You guys are making me feel very unaccomplished here. But I am going to Vancouver in a couple days. And so I'm going to be there for a month. If anyone out there is watching and wants to book me on their show, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And go see Elspeth's next live Battle of Wits.
Yeah,
Ooh.
October 17th, baby, will be at the Diving Bell Social Club. They are reopened. I reopened them this past
It
Saturday.
was awesome.
It was one of the best times I've ever had. It was so much fun.
yeah.
So we're going to have some more live Battle of Wits coming and also some more online ones as well. So follow me on Instagram to find out about that at Battle of Wits on Instagram. So you guys, you all did fantastic jobs. It was definitely, it was a push at the end. I'm very proud of you. You all worked very hard.
Thank you.
And even if you didn't win, maybe you have a #1 iTunes CD, and that is an accomplishment as well. It's not as big of an accomplishment, but in bronze medal position, Mike Carrozza with 7 points.
Okay.
Brandon gets silver with 9 points. And Marianne blew us out of the water with 14 points.
Hey.
Congratulations, Marianne.
Thanks. That was really fun.
Get to see a champion in Vancouver.
Thank you all so much for being on the show. It was absolutely lovely.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
And recording.